Hey, this is a bit better response. This is a video response to what makes a man bitter or what makes bitter men from Mr. Harris. Now, I have a lot to say. You know, I am a woman of 24 years, so I think I know a little bit about men and about women relationships. I've been in a good amount of relationships um, to understand what females go through and what men go through while they're being emotionally entrusting with others. Now, I wrote a couple of comments that I was supposed to bring out on this little video. It's gonna be short, I promise. I'm a long-winded girl, but I wrote. It says, "Women do not know how to treat a man because they were not taught." I believe that to be true so much. A lot of women just plain they don't know how to treat a man because they weren't taught. There are a lot of broken homes. I grew up in a broken home. Uh, Even though I had parents that been married two, three, four, 5 times to different people, that man or that woman that was placed in my life to be my stepmother or stepfather, they still didn't teach me anything. They taught me to obey and listen. Speak when you're spoken to. That's about it. When I asked about sex when I was a little girl, my dad told me, don't worry about it. He'll teach you. So pretty much you have a lot of, I'm not just speaking for me, but well, yeah, I am speaking for me, and I can assure you that there's a lot of other women or young ladies that go or have been taught the same thing, but it's just that, like I said, they weren't taught properly how to deal with certain situations, and they weren't taught how to treat a man. If you weren't taught how to treat a man, you don't know how to, so you're just going on by what you saw, TV shows, Dr. Huxtable and his kids and his wife, Phyllis Rashad. I mean, those are the things that we have to go by. I watched 227 and Amen and what's that show? It's 227 Amen. The Jeffersons. There you go. The Jeffersons. I learned how to handle situations by watching The Jeffersons because freaking what's it called? I forgot Sherman. What is his? I forgot her name in the show. But his wife, freaking Sherman, was always into some crazy, saying some crazy stuff, and she always was back behind him. And I was like, I need to be like that. I need to always back my man, no matter what happens, no matter what he says. I'm gonna back my man. I'm not gonna listen to any other female because the relationship between me and my man is between me and him. Whatever we go through is what we go through. I'm not the type of person anymore that will talk to other females about my problems. Now, I might, if I'm upset, I'll talk about it, but I would never down downright or downplay or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I would never just literally just be like, say his name was John. I would never tell people that John is a bad person, John is a bad man. I would never just deliberately stop calling. I'm a very forward person, so I actually had a instance where I was talking to this guy, and I just got out of a 2 year relationship with my ex, and I was I talked to my brother's friend, and I was talking to this guy, and he was like what you would call like a knight in shining armor. He was polite, he was nice, he was handsome, had the nice smile, everything. I was just like, man, like he has everything. He shows me affection. He tells me this all the time, but then I began to realize I can't handle this because I'm so emotionally distraught over this one man. I'm trying to get over him. I can't just I can't bring myself to rapidly just get over my 2 year relationship with my ex whom I lived with, almost shared a child with, just all the things that I've been through with this man. I can't just drop him like that. And I can't just solely focus on this other person that's just being so beautiful to me. I couldn't do it. So I told him. I called him up and I was like, I'm not gonna put his name out there, but I was just like, hey, Um, I do like you, but I'm not ready to get into another relationship. I just want to be friends and we can talk and just, we are already friends. Let's just continue with that. I don't want to go ahead and keep trying to be in a relationship. I'm like, please don't pursue me. I'm not ready for that. So we kept going out. We had fun and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, I invited him to my aunt's party. She had just got married, so she was having a little thing. So I invited him, and I was drinking. And then all of a sudden, like he sits down next to me, and I could tell he was a little faded. And he's like, "Oh well, I really like you, and I want this to be more." And I'm just like, in my mind, like, first of all, this is not the time or place. I'm drunk. You're intoxicated. Why are you talking about having a relationship at a party? I'm just trying to chill. You're killing my buzz. Like, that's how I felt. And I didn't say anything to him at that time. I just was like, you know what? I'll talk to you about it later. Later. I'm like, please, because I know when I'm drunk, I tend to say things. I'm already a forward person, but I don't want to be mean. So when I dropped him off or whatever like that, yeah, I was driving while I was drunk. So I dropped him off at his house and I just let him know again. I said verbatim the things that I told him when he first expressed that he liked me. I said, I'm not ready for you. I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I really truly care for you. I like you, but I'm not ready. I can't just let those things go. I can't just, okay, forget about everything. And it's not that I wanted to, you could say I wanted to hold on to my ex or whatever like that, but I know when it's time to move on, but I know what can emotionally scar me. What if, 1 or 2 months later of us breaking up, we really just realize that we're going to be together? I wouldn't want to hurt another person along my journey with this other man. I don't want to do that. But as far as, the other young lady that you were talking about, and she, or those other young ladies that just stopped talking to you, they, to me, they weren't developed in their mind. I was trying to say something like, whereas it's like, not really mean, but I don't know. I'm gonna cut this short because I'm going on 8 minutes, but just ramming. But I just wanted to say, a lot of women, they don't know how to treat a man, and a lot of women do know how to treat a man, but when they get that person, and you already done gave them your sex and you gave them your emotions, because women get emotionally tied once they give out their body. That's an emotional part. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, okay, this man was inside of me. I know him. I love him. I want to explore all possibilities about this man once you have, if you're truly and genuinely liking that person. I want to do everything for this man, da da da. I mean, not exactly, but it's just like I want to be there with him and for him. And then all of a sudden he start tripping, and then you go into a relationship and you're just like, dang, this guy's like perfect. Like, why does he want me? It's insecurity. So I don't know. I'm just speaking for me, because I got my own little issues or whatever like that. But I just felt compelled to just maybe say something to you. I mean, write a video response back or whatever. Oh, you like my tattoo? I just got it yesterday. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Bye.